because you race junior dragsters, is it similar?
Not even close.
No,
not even close.
I have no concept of how junior dragsters work. I imagine it's similar
they're so much different
to my lawnmower.
Yeah, it is similar, yep.
Okay, perfect. That's pretty much my extent of knowledge on a junior.
I mean, juniors are super crazy. And in fact, the outlaw racing around here it's getting out of hand pretty fast, like holes in floorboards and stuff like that to keep them light.
Down this way in Florida, you're saying? Because I know we have a big junior program in Florida.
So they actually have an outlaw class, so they only run 330. I don't know if you ever saw that, but
I've probably seen it.
Yeah, it's
but
fine,
I may not notice.
Yeah, I see what you're
saying. If I'm not like, if somebody doesn't tap me on the shoulder and like, hey, that's the outlaw class, I probably won't notice.
Yeah, you probably won't notice, but they only run 330 foot, so that's
interesting.
Yeah,
they're all loud.
Yeah, they're all loud. Yeah.
You can hear them at the 330 foot mark still making noise.
Yeah. So that class is pretty crazy, and we race that back at home in Denver, Bandimere. That's a fun class to run, and it's really it's fun because you get to try to go as fast as you can, of course.
Yeah. It's like wide open outlaw.
But then even if you qualify at the back of the field, you still have a shot because it's still a bracket race.
Oh, interesting.
But I suck at bracket racing, so I don't have a shot at all.
Yeah. Honestly, I need somebody to explain bracket racing to me better because there's actually so many lucrative things that I don't even fully grasp on bracket racing because I've never done it. And I understand heads-up drag racing pretty well, but then there's all these bullshit that bracket racers talk about that I start to get lost on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'll just stay out of it.
I'll just stay out of it.
But then, so you can just go as fast as you want in those things?
So,
there's got to be a limit
in the outlaw class. I don't care, but
what are people going, like 70 miles an hour?
Yeah, 8 to the 330 foot.
To the 330?
Yeah.
That's
pretty fast. Yeah.
I mean, if you stay in that, I guess you're probably geared out, but like that's like 100 mile an hour.
Yeah,
it's probably in the 8th.
Yeah, that's cooking.
Yeah, and what age is that? Like 11 years old?
You could do that at 13, I think.
13
years?
Changed it to. Yeah, that's pretty serious.
Yeah, it's pretty serious. So me and my dad actually built a car. And I don't know if some people might know who Jerry Fritz is, but we all built a car, a junior actually, and it was an outlaw car that we raced, and we still have it actually. And it was like one of the first cars to ever do a wheelie, like
first juniors to do a wheelie,
like a couple feet off the ground wheelie. So,
at Bandimere.
At Bandimere, yep.
I was gonna ask, like, how much prep do they really need? Because if you're only going 330, you could probably race juniors.
There's very little prep, honestly.
Yeah,
I mean, if there's a little glue down, it's good, but it's not even close to radial prep. Like
that's what I'd imagine because they're kind of like dogs out of the hole.
Yeah.
Like they don't really have much.
You have to get after them out of the hole. Like our juniors will go 150, 60 foots. Like they're getting after it pretty good.
The outlaws must be pretty serious because some of the ones that I see, like they don't seem to leave that hard, and then they just kind of like.
The outlaws are serious. Like.
I saw I saw a titanium like everything on one of them.
Oh, that's crazy. I've never seen that.
I was like, why are you guys putting titanium on these things?
That was probably an outlaw car.
It makes sense because I keep seeing these chassis pop up, and maybe because I have a kid now, they keep showing up in my feed. They're like taunting me. But what do you do for an engine in it?
It's a single cylinder based off of Briggs & Stratton, but all billet block, billet head, billet internals, crank piston. I mean,
ported everything.
It's serious. 4 inch and 3/4 bore. It's inch and 3/4.
Inch and 3/4 bore.
No, wait, no, it's not. No, hold on, I can't even think about it. That ain't right.
And then what do they just direct drive right to?
Yeah, so it's crankshaft out to a clutch, and then there's another clutch behind it. We call that the reverse driven, and then that goes out to a shaft that goes to the rear end, or goes out to a shaft that goes to a chain that goes to the rear end.
I need to look at these more because I feel so out of the element on them in any way, and I feel like I should know about them a little bit, but I just never really paid much attention to them.
They're pretty cool once you get into them. Like there's a lot of stuff going on, but it's really simple. Like
I've always heard like stories at Bradenton where the dads start to fight and
dude,
and
that's another story.
Like I've heard where Bradenton's like, I'm shutting this race down right now if you guys can't. It's
bad.
All cooperate.
The track parents, they're horrible. I mean, dude, you'll have people just, doing their thing, and then you'll just have this other person that comes up and is like, why are you doing that? And then it's like, dude, quit judging. Just doing what I'm doing. And then I don't know.
Like fights breaking
Yeah,
out
and then
between
kids.
them.
Yeah.
And then the kids that don't actually want to be there racing.
Yeah.
And they just want to be like screwing off, playing in the grass
Yeah,
or something.
exactly. And so then...
Because there's got to be the two sides of it.
Oh,
like,
there's
you
definitely.
wanted to race and want to race.
Yeah.
But then there's probably people you race with that are like, my dad wants me to race.
Yeah.
And then...
No, I guarantee it's, I don't know, it's probably a little under half, but...
Do you have TBMs on that thing?
We tried. Some of the hard things was like, we have... on the Outlaw car, we have an aluminum rotor, just keep it light. And I know TBM does a little bit of that, but I don't know. We just never got to it.
Only like this big, yeah.
And they mount weird, honestly. Like, specific junior stuff all mounts super weird, so.
I always like watching them stage it where they're like hopping.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like doing like a little shimmy to get it into the beams.
You have to, like, shake it because the glue on the track actually will stick to the tire and it won't move. It doesn't have enough.
So is there a strategy where you try not to be in the glue as much to get a little bit faster?
Usually try to be in the groove.
I was going to say, because like if the glue might slow you down a little bit and you can get traction out of it.
You only usually see them hobbling around on the in the littler cars because they don't have as much torque to push them through.
Not your Billet.
Yeah.
Billet big block.
Yeah. Not my Billet big block,
Yeah, the Billet big block Briggs and Stratton there.
Yeah.
She's got the power to make it move.
Yeah, sometimes they'll get stuck, but I don't know. You give her the little shimmy and she'll sometimes move. Sometimes you'll have to have your dad kick your tire. But
Outlaw racing. I feel like that's something that's going to get shut down if they keep pushing it too far.
dude, these junior parents push it far.
Like they're going to have to reel it in because any drag racer, if you say go as fast as you want, it's going to get out of hand.
There's weight limits, but still, like, some of these cars are crazy.
And I guess if it's engine limited too.
A little bit of that, but I mean, really, it's as much power as you can make it.
Huh.
But.
And do you have to run a certain fuel? Do they like?
They.
Can you run like
It
nitro?
depends. No, you can't run nitro. You can run M5. Like some tracks are
pretty spicy.
Some tracks are a little skeptical on M5, but most cars run on M1. So.
I mean, that's
no
I didn't
nitro.
expect them to
Like
run
you can't
on
have
M1
a custom.
either.
Can't have a custom nitro blend, but well.
I'm sure there's probably a few of them.
There's probably a few of them, but
I'm sure you can hear it when it's on nitro.
oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, there's definitely an audible difference there.
But yeah, we've ran on M5 before, and that's usually in the outlaw classes what we run on.
So it's just like NA racing at that point.
Yeah, it's basically NA.
NA.
Yeah. Then
drag racing,
no boost or anything. They don't allow that nitrous or anything.
Yeah, I don't know how happy those engines would be with boost, anyways.
They'd figure it out. Actually, one of my buddies works at JR Race Car, and we're actually really good friends. So we built a turbo kit for one of them, and we're still working on getting it finalized and stuff.
You gonna put like EFI on it then?
I don't know. Just send it.
Put like a little I think Fuel Tech makes like a little Fuel Tech that they put on the a lot of guys use them on like the Honda Groms.
Oh, really?
And they put like a little Fuel Tech on those things.
Oh, yeah, and the jet skis. I've seen
and
that
the
on
jet
the
skis. So I mean, realistically, you probably could, but then at that point, you're probably just putting so much junk into it.
And you can't run you can't run a Fuel Tech or anything on those. They just don't allow it.
They don't allow any like ignition boxes or any like staging boxes or things like that.
You can't
just
have like
foot brake.
Foot brake only.
Yeah, and I guess a small enough turbo, you wouldn't need to like build boost.
No.
Or like bump in.
It would probably just make the boost you wanted to.
I feel like I'd be a little scared watching a junior dragster start to bump in. I'd be like, okay, we need to.
All right, we need to calm down.
Yeah, everybody needs to back up a little.
We need to stop.
That kid's 11 years old, 13 years old.
Yeah, you just see a kid over there on the two-step, just pop.
Yeah. It'd be pretty cool though. And then it's a belt on there, right?
Yeah, it's a belt
Okay.
belt
So it's
driven
like a
from clutch to
Can-Am.
clutch, but it'd be kind of I don't know, because Can-Ams have like a gearbox. Like, don't they have a gearbox? I don't have anything.
Not the the
I don't have any
X3s,
idea.
the older ones were clutch to clutch.
Yeah, so that's what we have.
CVT style.
So did they do trans brakes and stuff on those?
They don't, but they work really well.
Huh. Okay.
So I guess technically that style could work.
Because like it's just too hard to grab the clutches because as you go up in RPM they smack together like basically like a clutch.
Yeah, and then like the Can-Ams have a lot of crazy clutching stuff that they do, like billet stuff, like all kinds of badass.
Yeah, so
like
our stuff's all billet.
Yeah, you do like weighted stuff for
and,
RPM and everything. It's probably same style.
Yeah, it's same style. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, so I mean, I guess there's probably a lot of crossover on that.
Yeah, I'm sure there's...
Because it's CVT style, whereas
It's probably... Our diameter is probably a little smaller.
Yeah, those are like...
Yeah, those things are probably huge on the Can-Ams.
Pretty spicy. I mean, they're heavy vehicles
Yeah.
with 300 horsepower.
Yeah.
They take a good amount to move.